escape. Jungkook sits on the edge of this with his finger playing with silver shining around his neck. The same chain Taehyung had given him a few days ago. His heart longed to see Taehyung to hold him closer again. He knew it was risky. He shook the alliance back from their long business trip, and especially his mom had acted strange, particularly cold, strange, suspicious, but Jungkook didn't care. His love for Taehyung was too strong. He slowly stood up, careful not to make any sound. He tiptoed to his door and opened it quietly. And then when a practice step, he walked on the break stair towards the servant quarter, his heart beat fast in his chest. In a small cozy room right dim by a table lamp, Taehyung sat on his bed, reading book. His hair was still damp from his shoulders, and he wore a blue t-shirt and short pajama pants. The room smelled like soap and mint, just like him. A soft knock on the door made him look at Taehyung come in. The door cracked open and Jungkook slipped in with a soft smile. Jungkook couldn't sleep. Miss Taehyung eyes softened. Taehyung, you shouldn't have come here. Cool. What if someone see you? Jungkook closed the door and walked closer. I don't care. I just wanted to be with you. Just for a little while. Taehyung sighed but smiled gently, standing up and opening his arms. Jungkook stepped right into the hug, put his arms tightly around Taehyung's waist. Taehyung, you are impossible. Jungkook whispered into his neck, and you love it. They chuckled softly. Taehyung, I do. Jungkook pulled away just enough to look into Taehyung's warm brown eyes. Their face was closed with next. Jungkook came at you. Taehyung didn't answer. He was sitting in a place softly against Jungkook. It was sweet, gentle, and slow affection. Jungkook slightly pulled Taehyung closer. Time stood still for them, but outside the small room, with a step approached. And then someone that Mr. Jian had come downstairs, having forgetting her tablet in the living room. She was walking past the servant quarter when she saw the light on the Taehyung door. She picked at the small opening. Only the frozen pit saw her son. Her Jungkook reached the maid's son. Her eyes widened and lost escape her mouth before she could stop herself. Jungkook, the boy jumped apart. Suddenly, Jungkook turned around and panic rushed on him. Taehyung stepped back in fear, his eyes wide. Jungkook moved Mrs. Jian's room into the room, her expression furious. Mrs. Jian, what are you doing here in this room with him? Jungkook tried to speak, but his mother raised her hand, stepped at him. Mrs. Jian, how could you? Jungkook, he is a mad son. How dare you touch him like that? Jungkook, from your mom, please calm down. Mrs. Jian, calm down. You are a servant boy under our roof. Taehyung lowered his head, his hand clinched into fist, heart trembling. Taehyung, I'm sorry, ma'am. Mrs. Jian snapped, don't speak. Just stay away from my son. Jungkook stepped protectively in front of Taehyung. Jungkook, he didn't do anything wrong. I came here at him. Mrs. Jian, so you admit it. You are in a relationship with him? Jungkook quietly, but from years I loved him. Mrs. Jian looked at him. The ground had been pulled from under her feet. Mrs. Jian, this is madness. He is not your equal. He is a servant son. He grew up here as help, not your lover. Jungkook, that doesn't matter to me. Mrs. Jian, it means it's a matter to me, and your father will never accept this. Taehyung eyes and with tears, he turned to Jungkook. Maybe I should go. Jungkook quickly turned to him. No, don't say that. Hey, Mrs. Jian stepped forward again. Mrs. Jian, Jungkook, listen to me. This boy will ruin your life. He will ruin our name. You are heir of this family. You come throw everything away from some childish feeling. Jungkook cries full of hurt. This is not childish. I love him. I truly do, and I don't care about wealth or status. Mrs. Jian, well, I do, and as long as you live under this roof, I will not allow this. You will not see him again. Mrs. Jian, I never meant to cause any trouble. Mrs. Jian, sharply, no, go back to your work and stay away from Jungkook. She turned to her son, Mrs. Jian, and you go to your room now. Jungkook refused. No, Mrs. Jian, sir. What did you say? Jungkook said, no, I won't leave the home like this. You can be angry with me, but don't hurt him. Mrs. Jian was trembling slowly, her mouth opening to speak, but then she just stammered out. Jungkook and Taekook stood frozen, heart heavy with that just happened. Taekook was broken. You should have done that. She'll never forgive you now. Jungkook pulling him to hug. I don't care. I'd rather lose everything than lose you. Taekook finally let his tears fall. Jungkook, I'm scared. I'm scared. Jungkook, I am with you always outside the room. Mrs. Jian stood in the hallway, her hands shaking, her eyes full of confusion and heartbreak. She didn't know what to do yet, but one thing was certain. Her son was in love with someone she doesn't choose, and that changed everything. In the master bedroom, Mrs. Chan quickly heard grow whispering as the mother for her mind replayed last night in her head. Jungkook and Taekook in the servants and standing before her as if he belonged. It felt unbearable. She opened her bedroom door and walked into the study where Mr. Jung sat behind his desk with paper before him. Mrs. was trembling. Jans, I can't let our son continue this. Mr. Jian looking up calmly. What are you saying? She swallowed tears in her eyes. Mrs. Jian, that boy behind he is not our class. He is a servant son. Jungkook, he is under his spell. Mr. Jian pushed paper aside. So, Mrs. Jian stepping closer. So this will ruin her name. Everyone will talk. I can't stand the thought of that boy touching our son. Mr. Jian, it's our son's happiness. We shouldn't protect who he loves. She shook her head, frustration revealed. Mrs. Jian, happiness at that cost? We thought Jungkook to rise up to and throw it away on a relationship with a servant. Mr. Jian standing slowly. That I don't agree with me, but he stayed to the window, his tone changed, calculating. Mr. Jian, we will give him an opportunity, a chance to step away from this after her eye figure. Mr. Jian, what do you have in mind? Mr. Jian quietly. Oxford master degree, 9 month abroad, time to focus him. She shook her hand. Mrs. Jian, he won't go. You know that, Mr. Jian. He must real present it as his future, his study, an opportunity to give to refuse. Mrs. Jian was sharply. If he refused, Mr. Jian, if he refused, he walk away from everything that mattered to me. He paused and looked at her seriously. Mr. Jian, our son was chosen to win this company, this family. We invest in him. If he puts our legacy at risk, if he risks our good man, then maybe our investor isn't returned. Mrs. Jian, you mean him? Mrs. Jian study. But yes, the next time we are make it painful enough not to choose person over the family. Mrs. Jian eyes filled with tears, but she nodded in agreement. Mrs. Jian, okay. We do it tomorrow. The next morning, sunlight streamed as Jungkook entered the dining room. He looked pale, uneasy on one side. It said Taehoon, Mother Min on the other. Mr. and Mrs. Jan Taehoon was not there. As Jungkook was letting Mrs. Jan clear his throat, Mr. Jan calmly, Jungkook, your mother and I have something important to discuss. Mrs. Jan nodded but did not look at him. Jungkook uneasy. Okay, Dad. They waited until the table was clear. Then he spoke as if reached Mr. Jan. Your mother and I, Mrs. Jan, have arranged for you to go to Oxford this autumn. 1 a.m. Master. Jungkook made surprise. Jungkook, what? I mean, that's great, but Mr. Jan focused a soft smile. This application due to next month, we want you to there. Jungkook hesitated. Jungkook, I don't want to go to the UK, not now. He had his voice trembled slightly. Mr. Jan leaned forward. You will, we expect you to. It's an honor and dignity for your future. Jungkook said, but Dad. Mrs. Jan, there is to this academic Jungkook. She stared at him with cold anger. Mrs. Jan, if you refuse, if you choose not to go, then you are rejected our family plans and we want to stand for that. Jungkook was quick. Jungkook, you mean I'll be cut off? Mrs. Jan tone was emotionless. Mr. Jan, yes, have you already forget you are to be the next year if you put anyone between you and that duty, you are not ready to yes in Jungkook past what is solo down. Jungkook softly, there's nothing but love between me and Tae. If you make me go from I can't say goodbye. Mrs. Jan studied him, her voice low but firm. Mrs. Jan, then I'm sorry Jungkook, but I can't let you stay. They said between two words, a mother affection and a father ambition. Jungkook both. Mr. Jan, this is the final decision. Like book, you have 2 weeks. Jungkook heart settled. Jungkook, I didn't ask to arrive. It was one unlove. You are destroy him, destroy us. Mr. Jan's expression cracked for a moment. Mr. Jan, please be the sun be rise. He looked at them. His eyes burdened low. Jungkook, I need time. Mr. Jan was silent. Mr. Jan nodded slowly. They left the room, leaving Jungkook to his grief. Jungkook just upstairs and left the mansion crowd. The servants entrance without his parents notice. He knew where to go. In the 7th quarter, he found him in his small room asleep on the bed in a drop of morning light, still wearing yesterday's clothes. Jungkook put down 2 small suitcases his mother had handed him for packing. Jungkook softly said, woke up quicker than fear. Cookie, what's wrong? Jungkook, they are sending me away. They want me to study in Oxford next month. Taehoon stood tear in his eyes. Taehoon, you don't want to go. Jungkook, so in pain, I don't want to leave you, but if I refuse, see, cut me off. Taehoon moved closer. Taehoon, we can always be together over there. Jungkook, so please say Jungkook, my passport is mine, but they agreed to my flying under lies. They won't accept us. They also protect. This was a trap. Taehoon voice breaking. I shouldn't we stay out, but I love you, Jungkook. Jungkook pulled him into a hug. Jungkook, I love you more. This isn't over. We'll find a way. They held each other hand, burdened with regret and hope. Jungkook returned his new room into expose it, but awkward with guilt. He stared at the empty phone. He placed his laptop on the desk, half unpacking and punching down number voicemail. He sat in the empty room, thoughting in grief and slow. Jungkook's soft voice, "I love you there. I'll come back. I promise." He listened and wait. 5 years later, Jungkook returned. It had been 5 long years in London, 5 years of mastering business and 5 years without Taekook. But now Jungkook stood before the plan door in Seoul, heart racing. He was ready not just as CEO but as a man with truth clarity about his heart. He stepped out into the airport terminal. The Korean sun was warm. The small family fresh sweater, the fast stand of the pin. And Jungkook softly looked him back. Jungkook stepped forward and took his hand. Jungkook, I never left my heart. The proposal, the words that around them as they moved to sit on the stairs and down, which is beautiful. I wonder why you asked me to come. Jungkook's hand trembled as he reached into his jacket pocket. He unzipped it slowly. Jungkook, I came back 5 years ago to leave the company and to find you, to live with you. He got on one knee, pulling out a simple elegant silver blue ring. Jungkook was steady as signing. Will you marry me? Taekook frozen, his hand fly into his mouth, his eyes flickered with tears. Taekook softly, Jungkook slipped the ring into his finger. Jungkook, yes or no? Taekook's eyes flickered. Taekook, yes, I will. Taekook requests. They hug under the sunset sky, too heartful to Kocha Jan after a moment. Taekook looked concerned. Taekook softly, Cookie, what about your parents? Mrs. Jian, will she accept me? Jungkook closed his eyes, taking a deep breath. Jungkook, I tried to make them see, but they never did. Taekook looked worried. Taekook, so they won't come to the wedding? Jungkook gently, they are not invited, not because I hate them, but because I don't need their approval anymore. His voice vibrated with Jungkook, we have been together longer than they ever accepted, and I have you. That's all that matters. Taekook tears come again. Taekook, I'm scared. Jungkook cupped his face. Jungkook, I will always protect you, no matter hiding. We will build our family, our life without regret. Taekook nodded, feeling deep in his heart. The wedding day, when a beautiful garden by the Han River, petals drafted in the breeze. The day was clear. The Sunmill family friend together. Jimin and New gave toast men. Taekook mom by tears of joy. They were close to the park. Jungkook walked down the petal aside, looking handsome in a navy suit at the front. Taekook with simple suit. When their eyes met, it was like coming home. They exchanged words. Jungkook softly, you are my home. I promise to love you, honor you, and protect you for all my days. Taekook was shaking. Jungkook, you are my strength. I promise to stand with you, laugh with you, and build our future always by your side. They slid into each other's finger and tummy, heart growing efficient. I present you husband and husband. Jungkook and Taekook kiss rose. 5 years struggle and for the family in the new peace.